I went to the Uffington White Horse to help out with some maintenance. The horse is a Bronze Age monument cut into the hillside over 3,000 years ago, and it's been maintained by scouring the surface and adding fresh chalk ever since. A group of us worked on it, helping archaeologists to recut some of the lines that have become smaller over time. The chalk on the surface from the previous year is pounded flat with a hammer, and then fresh chalk is added on top. The hammering really sounds like horses' hooves, especially when there is a huge group of us working on the hill. The work took 2 days, and while it can be pretty windy on the hill, it is a beautiful place to be, and there is so much nature and insect life all around. I really love the Uffington Horse and find it an amazing piece of history. Thinking of all the changes and events that have passed during its lifetime puts other things into perspective. And even though the original builders lived lives so distant and different from ours, working on it in the same way as they did makes me feel connected to them. Somebody actually asked me why I haven't been working on the Defender, and honestly, I'm scared of it. Basically, I didn't drive it enough and the battery went flat, and so I had to take the battery out and charge it, and now I have to put the battery back in. I don't know how to do that, so I'm a bit nervous. Okay, it doesn't seem to actually say much. It just kind of says reconnect it. So okay, I don't know what's going on. The Defender, when I turn it on, makes a kind of screaming noise. Like, I don't know what is causing that. I guess the thing that's stressing me out so much with this is all the like unknown unknowns, because I just don't know if something is a problem or normal or really bad or just something I can ignore. And I don't want to make something a lot worse by doing the wrong thing. Okay, I just tried the engine again, and after a few seconds after ignition, the screeching stopped. The things I was planning to do today were cosmetic, so I will probably just get on with those and do them anyway. It's totally possible that all that screeching noise was actually just in my head. I feel like because I didn't know what I was doing with the battery and I was so anxious that I'd do it wrong, I was almost like looking for something to have gone wrong, but maybe not. Okay, the plan next is to tidy up and paint over any bits of rust on the surface. So this is some of what I need to work on, but I'm not actually too worried about it because all this is going to get covered over anyway. It's more just to protect the metal. Yesterday I painted the bits of the metal that I sanded down just to seal in everything so there wasn't any bare metal that would be vulnerable to rusting. It's not a perfect colour match, but it doesn't really matter because all of this is going to get covered up next when I put on sound deadening and insulation. Also, I'm not going to recommend or even mention the product that I used to do this because I actually found it pretty awful to use. I bought like a all-in-one spray paint that said it was primer and finish straight to metal, and I really didn't like using it. It was very runny, like all the vertical surfaces that I sprayed it on, it just dribbled and looked really messy. So it doesn't look great, but it shouldn't matter. This is just functional to protect the metal from rusting. I use these sound deadening mats on the flat surfaces to reduce noise from the metal resonating. I read that this was helpful, especially in a Defender, as they can be quite loud. I couldn't afford to cover the whole inside. The mats are expensive, but hopefully some coverage is better than nothing. Next I started measuring and cutting the thermal insulation to fit. I used a kind of sticky back foam and lined as much of the back of the Defender as I could. Cutting it was actually the hardest part, as scissors didn't really work and even my knife got gummed up with sticky foam. So I finished putting the insulation inside the Defender. I've covered most of the surfaces. In the back here, I've done the roof. I've also covered some of the cab as much as I could with what I had. I feel like it might get cold in the winter in the cab. Next thing I'm thinking of doing is putting like wood cladding on the ceiling and these walls, and then I'm going to build out some cabinets and like storage boxes into the bottom of it here. Part of that will be like a bed that I can sleep on. That is the plan. Oh, and the new glass for the window arrived, so I need to put that in as well. The baby wrens in the Christmas wreath nest have hatched. They still have their eyes closed though. I I made this outfit recently and I've been wearing it a lot. I really like it. And I thought that I would make another version out of this nice green stuff. It's like a mossy green colour. It's got a really nice texture. Another bird flew into the studio. At first I thought it was a wren, but it turned out to be a treecreeper.
Come on. Go on. Go. Come on then. Come on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Off you go.
He didn't seem to want to go, but eventually flew off into the trees. I really like this. It's really soft and warm. It's so nice to wear. And it's obviously hot at the moment, it's summer, but I'm so looking forward to wearing this when it's not quite so warm outside. It's really comfy. I found an amazing tree that was burned on the inside, perhaps from a lightning strike. The surface was like charcoal, and I collected some of this to experiment with. I'm sure I can use it as a pigment or drawing material. I tried grinding some up into a really fine powder. We had some more rain, which I'm really coming to appreciate because of my vegetable garden. It means that everything just looks so much more alive and fresh. This is some chard that I've grown, and I think I'm going to cook this with some chickpeas. Last summer, it felt like all we had was rain, and that made things really difficult. I really just started hating the rain. But when you're having the right amount of rain in the right season, you really come to appreciate it when it does happen. Some of these onions have bolted, I think, but hopefully I can still cook some of them at the bottom. I don't think they will store. The baby wrens opened their eyes and have now become really noisy and greedy.